common sense.
Before we get started with the video, I want to mention about this video here first. First off, I'm not paid by Best Buy. I'm not affiliated with Best Buy. No way. This channel is made for helping other gamers. The video I have on this channel, it's a must-watch video. The words you see on your screen is not lying to you. I literally give you the tools on how you can save hundreds of dollars, people. Hundreds of dollars. On a $60 video game purchase, if you go to Best Buy, it's not going to cost you $60. It's going to cost you $48 by joining their Gamer Club program. If you go to Gamestop, you're still going to spend $60. They're going to keep that 12 hours away from you. I am not joking you. GameStop does not want you to watch this video. They want to keep your money. Best Buy is willing to give you your 12 hours back. Check out the video. The link is in the description. Hello everybody, this is the Bulldozer, and thank you for watching another one of my videos. We got some secret information that came out amongst the worldwide reveal trailer, and there was a bunch of tweets that they had inserted to make everybody think that they were from the public, and those tweets gave you a website address. But before we get to that, I want to talk about this typewriter, this entry that we're looking at right here that I actually went in and put Dozer on, because before we start putting codes in here, I want to bring your attention to the bottom of this, and I'm going to show you how you get to the location of where this is located at. On the very bottom of your screen, you see this little plate right here. It's got some stuff located on it, and you're going to see it says, it's got this number on it here, and it says number 51.0344N2.3768E. Now, if you take that and you put it in your Google search engine, and it's actually going to take and actually going to drop the NO period, okay? If you put that in your Google search engine, it's a coordinates. But there's two ways to do this. The N goes before the 5, and the E goes before the 2. Now, some people don't use the N and the E, and I'm going to show you the reason why you need to use the N and the E, okay? Let me switch over to my other monitor here. Okay, we're on my other monitor, and right here we're looking at the page where it shows the N51.0344E2.3768, and you'll see it's talking about different things dealing with this coordinates and stuff like this. Now if we go to the next page, and if we just put the number itself in, you're going to start seeing a bunch of Call of Duty stuff, and that's not what we want. Okay, we want, because this is stuff where people's already talking about it. And if we're searching for stuff for our, for our own self, then we want to just put the raw coordinates in. So if you put that in, it's going to bring you to this page right here. So when you bring this up, it brings up Dunkirk, France. And if you click on the map, it'll bring up a bigger map. And I always like to go to the satellite to see exactly what I am looking at. Zoom in. I have a feeling, by doing a little bit of research before this, that this is probably going to be our first zombies map, because all this is dealing with zombies. This is all zombie stuff. So I just like to, to move in here and just look around. And just in this area right here, you got a wide open area here. I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff they can do with this area. You got all these buildings right here. You know how they can throw cars all over the place. They can block all this off. You know, we've seen maps like this before, you know, but this is definitely a perfect location if they wanted to turn this into a zombie map. This would, you know, they can add, I mean, they can even add another building right here if they wanted to. So let's go ahead and let's go back and let's talk about this typewriter here. And there is codes that you can get. And if you was watching the live stream, there was a bunch of tweets that they put up. And during this live stream, you saw different tweets that look like this right here. If you see here in the left hand corner where I got the MBG logo, it says CAL. Well, CAL is part of Call of Duty. If we go on to our next tweet, you're going to see the LOF for Call of. Then our next tweet is going to be the DUT, that is. Then our next tweet is the Y, then the C. Then you got LAS. Then the rest of these tweets came in the post show. And in the post show, you got two more tweets. You got the SIF and the IED. So what they told you is it's Call of Duty classified. So if you take that and you go to callofduty.com classified, you will get this page right here. And this is where you're going to go to enter your codes. Okay, going back to the live stream, if you remember when Mr. Delic JD, if that's how you pronounce his name, he asked a question about the zombies, and then they gave us a small little tease, and within that small little tease we got this. Okay, well, what nobody knew was, and I've actually got this blown up a little bit, what nobody knew was within that small little tease was this. Now, I've taken it and I've had to cut this out and put this in here. I had to really, it took me a while to mess with my colors, but I was able to pull these colors out, and then I cut this out and put it back in and put it on top of a good picture, because really you can't mess with this picture, man. This zombie head just looks absolutely awesome. But there's a code in here, and as you see on the bottom of your screen, there is 3 code words, and the first one is IUFDJ, and the second one is BHLOP, and the third one is JMUBA. So now let's go back over to our typewriter and enter those codes. Okay, now we're back at the typewriter here, and we got these 3 sets of codes, and we're going to enter them one at a time and see what comes up. The first one we're going to enter is IUFDJ. It says a new H. So you want to write that down, a new H. And notice we have a green light at the top. So we know we got 3 steps to this, which we know there's 3 codes, and we got the first one correct. So I'm assuming if we put the wrong code in, it would turn red. So let's go ahead and enter the second code, which is BHLOP. Ooh, a new horror. Remember, they mentioned that. It's going to be their first new horror game in a long time. So again, this is talking about the new zombies. Awesome. And our last code is JMUBA. Rises. A new horror rises. Ooh, check this out. Got a folder here. Okay, now we've got these cards here. We've got the card on the left that says Frederick Barbosa, and the card at the top, Santi Imperator Romanus. And on the right hand side, I know I did a horrible job pronouncing that, Portrait of a Young Man, Raphael. Let's start with the card on the left with the Frederick Barbosa. Go up here to Frederick Barbosa, and this is a little strange because when you first look at this, you see an Imperator, and it's really nothing to deal with World War II or anything. So it took me a little while to figure this out. But if you remove Frederick from the equation, look what you get. Operation Barbosa. So if you click on that, and there you have it. You're now talking about World War II. So if you click on this, and you're going to see Barbosa was the code name for the Nazi Germany invasion of the Soviet Union. Now remember, Soviet Union's going to come into play here, and you're going to find out why here in a few minutes. Okay, and when you pull all this stuff for yourself, you can go ahead and read all this, because remember when they was on stage and they're talking about the new zombies, they said we're starting a new story. So you're going to want to read up on this information to try to get as much information as you can as possible to try to get as many clues as you can before the new zombies comes out. You know, that's up to you. I'm definitely going to try to find out what I can. Now if we go back here, we got the next section, which is the Santi Imperator Romanus, which is right here. And if you do a search, Google search for that, you come up to this. Well, we know we don't have the Call of Duty stuff, but we got this right here. And this is definitely in Russian, so more Soviet stuff. And hit my translator and see if we can get anything translated here. And see if we can. We're talking about the Holy Roman Empire again. Oh, I thought this was Russian. Unless it, well, I couldn't have translated it wrong. Well, here we're talking about Germany down here. Yes, I'm definitely going to want to read into this stuff and find out what you can. But now let's go ahead and let's talk about the Portrait of a Young Man by Raphael. Here is our Portrait of a Young Man by Raphael. If you notice down here, it talks about the Nazi theft. And the Nazi theft, if you're not aware of it, it's where Hitler was stealing all of the artwork, all the paintings, anything of value, and was hiding it in caves and in castles and any places that he owned away from everybody. And they actually made a movie about this called The Monuments Men. And it's a really good movie, and they really portrayed the facts of the history of this to a T. You know, this would be another good movie for you to watch. You can see George Clooney there on the right hand side. He's the director of this movie. You got this movie, you got Private Ryan, which is two awesome movies to watch for the new Call of Duty World War II coming out. But this is all information that's leading into the new Call of Duty World War II Zombies. And I don't know what really this would play into the zombies, but I'm sure something does, unless they're throwing stuff in here as well with the regular campaign and stuff, which very well could be. It was hinted that this was only going to be zombie teasers that we're getting this way, but if they're doing stuff like this to where maybe in the campaign that you have to go and retrieve stolen like artwork and stuff, I can very well see that. Because they're bringing a whole new type of World War II to us. So I can most definitely see that. Well, there you have it. There is the first 3 sets of codes, as well as the information off of the nameplate that is on the keyboard to the typewriter. Now, I will be giving away 2 copies of the Call of Duty World War II, Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam. The winner has their choice. All you will need to do is to go to the Glim link when I release the video and follow those instructions, and you will be entered to win. That video should be out one day later this week, and again, I will be giving away not 1 but 2 copies, and you can only win 1 copy. So do not try to use multiple accounts, because I will only send 1 copy to the same address. It's only fair. I'd like to have everybody have a chance to get it, a free copy that is. There will be at least 1, maybe 2 more videos coming this weekend. So stay tuned for those. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you would like this video, I'd really appreciate it. You also follow me on Twitter, MrBulldozer, where I am very active over there as well, almost on a daily basis. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. This is the Bulldozer. Get your killing on, and I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed the video you just watched. Here's some more videos you might be interested in. Here on the left hand side is the Resident Evil 7 Biohazard walkthrough. This is one of the videos in that series. This is a really good video. I like this video. This is when this John wakes up around this table and they want to feed him some specialty things. Let's put it that way. On the right hand side, you can see right there, there is Mia and there is Zoe, because that is the different endings video. There is an ending for Mia, there's an ending for Zoe, and at this portion of the game, you gotta choose which one you're going to survive with. Make sure you check that video out. It is a very, very good video. In that video, I also explained to you how to go about setting your gameplay up so you can get both endings during one gameplay. You heard me correctly, both endings during one gameplay. So it's a very easy thing you do. A lot of people do not do it, and they don't realize it. And once you go too far, you can't go back, and you'll have to actually play the entire game over with to get the second ending. Or at least a large portion of the game, I should say. So if you like this video is helpful. If you would, please hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe to this channel for more Resident Evil 7 Biohazard playthroughs and walkthroughs and just a bunch of videos to come up with, including, not limited to, Madhouse. Again, thank you for your time. This is the Bulldozer. Get your killing on. And I'm out of here.